get ready with me to fuck my man again. We actually don't have lingerie today, okay? Today is actually a little different. I made these videos initially out of satire because at the time I wasn't feeling too hot and ready like Little Caesars. So I started finding ways to, pretty much pick up myself and make me feel good so that like I would, feel more comfortable and confident in terms of sex. It's not that I was doing it for him or just so that I can, fuck him. It was actually because of a disconnect that I had with myself and my body, especially when it comes to having sex. I could be there mentally, she can be there witty and ready, but there would be something in me that's just like, we'll be right there, we'll be close, and then I just withdraw from it, or, I just dissociate from the experience. And it's very much connected to my own sexual traumas and reproductive traumas that I've experienced in the past. As the years go on and as I embark on my own spiritual journey, I've been able to unpack those traumas. I've been able to conquer fears around them. I am working on forgiving myself and the people that were involved in those traumas. I've also been able to reflect on what happened without feeling the deep emotions that are attached to it. Now, the main problem is those situations actually reshaped my perspective in my relationship to sex. Contrary to popular belief, me and PC, we don't have sex nearly as much as y'all think. But when we do, it's amazing. To me, sex is it's like a divine activity that you do with someone. You're connecting your bodies. It's all about maximizing pleasure. I'm very much a hedonist, okay? I'm not trying to draw away from sex because of the things that happen to me. I'm actually trying to conquer that shadow side of myself so that I can take my power back and enjoy sex the way that I used to. I thrive on pleasure, and I believe that every human's existence is for the goal of maximizing pleasure. We are supposed to have a very joyful living experience that feels good to us in every way possible at the harm of none. That is just what I believe in. So with me, like, sex is supposed to be one of those things, those activities that just feels fucking good. It's one of the catalysts to that pleasure. It's a way to, connect with the other person on a spiritual level. And it doesn't have to always be a spiritual thing. It's just me. I like to go all the way with it, okay? I like to feel our souls dancing in the middle of the universe and everything is revolving around us, okay? But, lately I've been kind of shying away from those feelings because of the things that happened to me. Obviously, sex has many forms. It doesn't just involve penetration. It doesn't just involve cunnilingus and fellatio. There are many ways to enjoy intimacy and sex and pleasure and all of the things that fall under this umbrella of pleasure. Sex is just one of them. Over the recent years, I have been seeking pleasure in many other things besides sex so that I am not deprived of what feels good in this life. So I dance. As y'all know, I'm a pole dancer and I'm a really fucking good one too. But the way that I dance, I like to dance as if I'm fucking. I like to zone out and get lost in this thing that I'm doing. I like to just really connect between me, my body, and the way that it's just moving. And it feels good. And I like to move in a way that feels good. I also like to, if I'm dancing with someone, I want our bodies to connect. I want to feel intimate. I want to feel like it's personal. I want for whenever I'm dancing, for time to just slow down or to just not exist at all. And the only thing that truly exists is just right here, right now, and what I'm doing in this exact moment. Every single moment, all the way through. Just finding through in life, going out to a club, to a party, meeting people, dancing, trying new foods that tastes so good that you just have to, like, you gotta lick the last little flavor off of your finger. Meeting people that, you know, puts a smile on your face and really, like, sets your soul on fire. You know, you get that tingly, warm feeling in your chest whenever y'all are connecting. And it doesn't have to be in a romantic sense. You know, I have that with all of my friends. Whenever I'm hanging out with my friends or my community, like, I feel this, like, immense level of pleasure whenever I'm connecting with the people that I love. But as with many, many, many relationships, you gotta have sex. You gotta have it. He's gotta have it. I gotta have it. We gotta have it. Okay. But in this situation, I just gotta bring myself back to it. My problem with not really getting there is that when the moment happens, I actually disconnect. I'm no longer present in my body. I'm no longer present in the moment. To be honest, I can't even tell you where my mind is at. I just know the last thing that I can remember thinking is, no. And then I just withdraw, I pull away. And after that, it's like, I don't know, kind of fuck up the mood sometimes. Like, my partner is very patient. He's very kind and understanding. And he's compassionate enough to, you know, not pressure me and even assist me and be a part of my journey to finding myself again, especially in that realm. When that happens, me disconnecting from my body, me not being in the moment, I'm just not present. And one thing that I do to stay present is to breathe. We talk a lot about breath work in some of our content, especially on our paid page. We've posted a few videos where we're actually demonstrating how breathing really transforms sex. Sometimes you just gotta breathe beforehand. My favorite breathwork exercise is actually circular breathing because it helps me move around this energy, especially through parts of my body that is blocked. So I know for me, like, my shoulders get stiff and my hips tits up. But if I breathe and, you know, really send that energy to those parts of my body that's locked, I'm able to push past those boundaries and loosen up and really get sink back into my body again so that I can be present in this moment. I made this get ready with me video because I want to fuck this man so bad. Okay. We are on day 17 of our anniversary trip. Don't get me wrong, we fucked a few times, but it's not as many times as we both wanted to. Like, there have been so many moments where I'm feeling it, he feeling it, but then I'm just like, I get shy, you know? I get shy. I get a little insecure and I cop out. I want to change that. I'm trying to get massaged from the inside and out. I actually want to take this moment to prepare for later. Foreplay starts as early as possible for me, and I'm gonna get a little quickie in because we're gonna fuck today. This quickie is going to be revolving around breath work to really move that breath around, move the energy around, send that energy, send life into parts of my body that feel abandoned, dead, blocked, or whatever. This is gonna feel really fucking weird trying to breathe on camera right now. But it's a get ready with me video, and y'all are about to get ready with me to fuck my man. I understand people probably think like, oh, y'all do porn, like y'all supposed to fuck all the time. Like, no. Okay. I'm a real bitch with real problems. Sometimes those real problems are my trauma standing in the way of me actually enjoying shit that I fucking like. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, okay? Like, y'all, we cool. I'm gonna be real with y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all know that there's just some shit that motherfuckers go through, and this is just something that I'm going through. And this video isn't meant for everybody to enjoy. This video is meant for the people who need to hear it and understand that, babe, is normal. It's very much normal. Okay, you're not the only fucking one. But there are ways that we can overcome it. And I'll be the one that will overcome it with you. I don't believe that there is any one true right or wrong way to do most of things in life. Don't take everything I say at face value, all right? I'm not a teacher. I'm just sharing my experience and what I do and what works for me. I obviously want you to take your own technique and figure that shit out for yourself, for your own body. Do your own research. I am not a professional. I'm just a bitch figuring this shit out too. Anyways, I like to sit comfortably. I am actually going to be sitting in the straddle position because I want to move my hips around as I do the breath work. This will be a lot more comfortable on the floor, but I'm not about to sit on the floor. I actually got really comfortable on the couch here, but I have my little blanket with me. You want to get your booty and your coochie as low as possible. I have my coochie on this blanket right now, and I'm okay with that because I be fucking on this blanket, and this blanket is mine. So I'm sitting down on it, I'm straddling, and it's really opening up my hips right now. If you're not as mobile or flexible, you might need a little assistance like a pillow or a yoga block. Do what works for you. The way that circular breathing goes, you are going to inhale, and right as you get to the height of that inhale where you have filled your lungs, filled your stomach, filled your entire body up with air as much as possible, the moment you reach that maximum, you immediately exhale. And the moment you clear out all of that air in your body, you're going to go right back into an inhale. So there's no pause in the middle. And the way that it looks and sounds is like this. I hope y'all heard that. But I kind of did it in different ways. I did inhale through my nose, exhale through my nose. I inhaled through my mouth. I exhaled out my mouth. I also inhaled through my nose and exhaled out of my mouth. So whichever one of those work for you, you can try it. As I'm breathing, I'm also going to move my hips around because this is where most of my blockage is. For me personally, my hips stiff. And a lot of times when people with trauma, especially sexual trauma, it's stored in their hips greatly. Even as a dancer, I got tight hips. So I'm going to breathe as I move it around. I'm also going to move my shoulders around because my shoulders tend to also get stiff too. And remember, as you do this, don't stop breathing. For me, I'm kind of just breezing through it because I'm trying to get it on camera so that y'all can have it. But I am actually going to like go and practice this shit on my own. Okay, breathe with me.
I don't know, y'all. I'm feeling a little high and ready like Little Caesars. There's really no like time limit that I'm gonna put on this. Think of it like a little quickie. Something to just like jumpstart your consciousness to getting you in that space. I got my mind there. My body's feeling a little loose. I feel a little more comfortable. I'm going to do other things to kind of keep that energy radiating. More importantly, I'm going to continue focusing on my breath so that I don't lose track of where I am. And of course, if I do lose it, then there's nothing wrong with just picking back up where I started or starting over. You know, if I forget my breath or if I lose track of my breath and I'm not consciously breathing, then catch that shit in the moment and then get back to it. And then regenerating that energy and just keep circulating it around and staying present in my body so that when the time comes and I'm ready to do the thing that I really want to fucking do, I'm not, shying away and I'm not backing out of it. I'm conscious, I'm present, and I feel comfortable in my body. I know that I'm safe here. I know that I'm with a partner who makes me feel safe and who brings me a lot of security. I'm with someone who prioritizes my pleasure just as much as his. He's very much present and intentional with me. Honestly, it's a me thing. I have to continuously remind myself that the past cannot touch me now. The past does not have continuity into the present unless I allow it to. And every time I give my power back to those traumas because, I feel like I don't deserve to feel good or I should not be finding joy in the thing that literally brings me pleasure, I am giving my power back to the thing that happened in the past. And I don't do that. I'm not about to do that. Again, this is for me. I'm literally just documenting my experience. I'm sharing my experience for obviously for me, but also for anyone else who is out there that might be experiencing the same thing and just needs some type of insight or some type of inspiration, something telling them like, hey, I actually don't have to feel that way and I actually can have fun with that. I can enjoy that. I'm allowed to do it. I just have to allow myself access to my own body and remember that the past is no longer occurring right here, right now. I am in a much better space right now and I deserve this. And that's just it. We'll see what happens